Listener discretion advised. Adult language and mature content.
Okay, and it started. Welcome back, everybody. It is Two Queens, One Screen. I'm Jen.
I'm Keeley.
And we have a ton of fun stuff to talk about. I'm looking at myself right now. By the way, I don't have a filter on. This is just the lighting and a shitload of makeup.
So good.
And I feel like I told you that I was like, my hair is like Stassi color, but I feel like I look like Kristen. Like I'm dressed very a la Kristen right now.
I can get that. Yeah.
You look very cute in your denim.
Thanks.
She's got a cute little pony. So if you guys are not watching on video, you're missing out.
That's right.
But one of the things that Keeley and I were just discussing, which is very exciting, I don't look at any of it because I'm too busy in the comments. But we have a whole bunch of new subscribers that are showing up from like all over, which is very cool. So I'm trying to remember what you were saying. You said we're big in Singapore.
Yes, shout out to Singapore. We're getting a lot of views and downloads in Singapore.
Which my brother and sister-in-law lived in Singapore.
Wonderful. So
maybe that's it.
So hey, Singapore. Hey,
Singapore.
How's it going? What's up? And yeah, so we're getting some new listeners in some different countries that we haven't had before. Some shout out to Costa Rica. Hey, Costa Rica. How's it going?
Oh my gosh.
Love
we'll
you.
Come visit you.
Hong Kong. How's it going? Thank you,
cool.
Hong Kong. Love you.
All right.
India, Chile. Yeah.
Ooh,
Saudi Arabia.
All right.
Babes. How's it going in Saudi Arabia? It is not that hot here, but I can't even imagine. And Australia. We are kicking ass in Australia.
Really?
By the way. So shout out.
Cool.
Shout out.
Hey, thanks everybody.
Thanks everybody.
And in the US, we're very big in California.
Very big in California. Shout out. Hey California, what's up? New Jersey. Yeah. I fucking love you, New Jersey. Thank you very much.
So excited.
Rhode Island. We see you, Rhode Island. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, Rosie, Joellen. Please listen to us.
Please. Wisconsin, New York. Hey, what's up? Massachusetts. Love all of you guys. We're getting all over.
Just tell us where you're at. The thing is as I have been saying over and over again, I live in the comments and I do want to talk to. So where is everybody from? Like where are you from? How did you find out about us?
Yes.
Please let me tell you how pretty I think you are. If you have something mean to say, hide that profile pic because I will be mean right back. That's not true. But thank you guys. This is very exciting.
Yes. We're so happy.
I love making new friends. This is how Keeley and I connect it's forced scheduled conversation.
100%.
And we need this. And if you want to join in and be part of it, just,
yes, we live on opposite sides of the U.S. She's in Florida.
Yes.
I'm in Idaho. And unfortunate for the both of us.
Mm-hmm.
We were just discussing, I don't feel like Idaho is the place for me. And she just came to Jesus that Florida sucks. So...
Yeah. I mean, it's not, I don't know where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
I really don't know where I'm supposed to be.
You're supposed to be wherever Matt is. And
that's true.
Matt's supposed to be in the Pacific Northwest. So
he's never been. He's never been. So that's going to be a vacation that we take at some point.
Absolutely. And I'm supposed to be in Hawaii.
I think you are.
Yep.
That does make sense, actually. Keeley is actually the first time I ever paddleboarded was with Keeley, and Keeley is supposed to be on the water.
I'm supposed to be on water, near water, listening to water.
Would you live on a houseboat?
Maybe.
I've seen them for sale. I'm on realtor.com, and I was like, if we had to live on a houseboat, could we live in Washington State? Maybe. I don't know. Possibly.
I would move there if you moved there.
Ooh.
I said it out loud.
Ooh. Look at that. All right. So that's a maybe.
Right.
All right. So speaking of boats, see that transition. Ooh,
wow.
Smooth.
So good.
We've got Below Deck Med. otherwise known as Boat Show. And then we're going to do like a quick recap of our big thoughts on the Valley, because we're going to have a 3 fucking part reunion. How is there enough time for a 3-part reunion?
I don't know.
And then we're going to talk about our new favorite show, MAFS.
Married at First Sight.
Which is, I think technically, they dropped 3 new episodes today, which you and I have not watched yet. So maybe we're behind. It doesn't really matter because it's our show and we do what we want.
Yes.
But we got to talk about Boat Show and Luke. Down with Luke.
Yeah, we left off with Luke in Sandy's office saying, I'm going to excuse myself. I need to leave. Mm-hmm. And she says, you betcha. Have fun. Thank you, sir.
The deep relief. And I think you said it last time. I think the correct choice would have been, he did what in your bed? He's fired.
Yes.
Is like the technically correct thing. Mm. But I think when you hear that someone did that, it's so out of left field that she was stunned into, I don't know how to, what? Wait,
still
what?
Processing. No. Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
They're all trauma bonding on the boat over this act. And poor Sandy's the last one to know. So, yeah, that made her decision easy. But he didn't tell everybody until the next day, or maybe the end of like a whole day or something. And they were all finding out because he was packing his bags in the middle of, was it the end of the charter? Or I can't remember.
Well, Nathan saw it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then he comes in and he like hears, like, he gets told that he's leaving. He's like, okay. And then he comes into the little crew mess.
Yeah.
And he tells Joe and Cooper. And fucking Cooper is like,
oh God, yes.
He can't handle it. You can't tell a secret in front of Cooper.
Oh my God.
Delightful. That was so funny. So funny to me. And then all the girls are like, oh, Jen is just tooting her horn like she didn't have anything to do with all of this.
Right. I know. We talked about that.
I think that there's enough chaos that she's going to get away with it.
Yeah.
There's enough chaos going on that she's going to get away with it. I also hate that Joy doesn't know still. And so when he tells Joy that he's decided to leave, and he's like, because I made like weird vibe. And she's like, because of what happened with you and Jen and me. And he's like, yeah, I don't. And she thinks it's because there's a love triangle.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, weird. Okay. And then she's like, feels guilty. I feel like she had a little touch of guilt.
Yeah.
That's gross. She doesn't know it's because of the sheets.
Yeah.
He's not leaving because of Joy v. Jen. It's the sheets.
Yeah.
It's 100% the sheets.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I know.
Which just makes me hate him a little more.
That's true. Yeah, I didn't think about it like that. You're right. Just him wanting sympathy and him wanting, I just kept thinking about what you said last week. The man has never been told he's done anything wrong in his whole life, but needs that reassurance and the sympathy and the attention. Wow. I don't have words for that. It was a little disturbing to watch.
No, he kind of acted like it was noble of him to quit.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you did a shitty thing and you're dealing with the consequences of your actions.
Yeah.
And everyone feeling put off by this, and that makes you feel uncomfortable, which, correct.
Yes.
When you fuck up and people get irritated at you, you should feel shitty.
Yes. Yes.
Being a mature person is sitting in that going, I feel shitty. I deserve to feel shitty. I'm going to do better next time.
Yes.
I'm going to sit here until I can rebuild trust, confidence, whatever.
Yeah.
Also, that is if you do something not as disgusting as what he did.
Right. Yes. It's just so
It's
true.
just... It's,
so bad. So yes, he leaves. The charter is over. Miss Suzanne picks Will, dumps the rest of the guys.
Okay, so there was one weird moment with the one guy who like sucks, and he was like, "So you're very tipsy right now," and she's like, "No, I'm not."
Yeah.
And he like, what was he trying? I still don't understand. There was something happening, right? Like he was going to try and be like, "You're drunk. We should make out," or something, right?
Ooh, okay.
Like he wanted. I felt, and maybe maybe I just don't like him, but like there seems like he was trying to push something to happen by saying that she was drunk, and she was like, "No, I'm not, and I'm fine. What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Like her alarm bells were going off.
Yeah.
I just couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, and she even mentioned that to the matchmaker the next day. She was like, something weird happened. He told me this, and even the matchmaker was like, "Yeah, what do you mean?" That's what he said. So now that you put it like that, I can see what you mean, how you could have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Oh, we had our first fight." And she was like, "Okay, I've got to go pack."
Yeah. Super weird.
So
really
weird.
Weird. Yeah. I don't know if I'm a fan of that kind of a charter, I guess. Maybe it was just the people on the charter, but I don't know that I was a fan of that. It was
I feel like
forced,
not
awkward.
enough of the guys were really interested for that to be interesting.
Yes. Correct. Absolutely correct.
I was really excited about it in the beginning, and I do like her and Will together. We should give it a goog at some point to see what ended up happening with them. But all of the other little things that were happening behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. So I got to go back to Jen with a G. I didn't like that she was tooting her horn and like being like, "This guy fucking sucks." And then when she started talking about how she was going to use him leaving as a reset, and they did the montage. Thank you. Bravo. The montage was so good with her just being an obnoxious little whiny brat.
Yes.
Negative and bitchy.
Yep.
Which I'm doing on my free time for fun. She's getting paid.
Yeah.
You don't get to do that at work. You don't get to do that to all of your coworkers.
Yeah.
Unless you're on a podcast and that's the point of what you're doing.
Right. And it's $1 million job, right? It's not like, it's another job where there's more a higher echelon of professionalism in her type of work, I believe. And we don't do that.
And it's a team.
Yes.
Right? Like there's a difference between going to work and being in your little zone or working from home. How many of us are working from home now? Not me, because I'm still unemployed, but sitting there and like you get to, or there's times where even you get to be like in your little zone. And if you want to be a negative Nancy, pissy little bitch during that time, totally allowed. Mm-hmm. But the second that you're having to be collaborative and people's jobs depend on you doing a good job as well, and vice versa.
Say that. Yep.
Ugh. So she better hard reset, because I'm like, she's on thin ice with me.
I know. How did you feel about Cooper and Kat? I was a little disappointed with our baby boy.
Yeah.
I am not sure if obviously we haven't seen everything or what goes on. P.S. We know that, commenters. We don't know what goes on behind closed doors, and we're not in their relationship.
No.
But anyway, he went from very, like she said, wanting to be with her, going on dates. They're spending time together on the boat.
Stars.
They're cuddling in the cabin. They're sitting next to each other when they go out for dinner. And then he says, "I need to slow things down." I'm not sure as a viewer what happened. And I was a little disappointed in him, because when men do that to women and women don't know what's going on, we then go, "What's going on? Please explain further. Education is power. Knowledge is power. I really want to know what's happening." But then the storyline becomes, "Oh, she's just emotional and she's dramatic and hysterical."
Yeah.
I don't love that. And it was leaning towards, for me as a viewer, pointing Kat as emotional and hysterical because she's like, I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. One day was fine, the next day is not.
Yeah.
And he is not giving her a concrete, specific answer.
No.
And I was disappointed.
I chalk a lot of it up to they're both very young. And I think that he overwhelmed himself and was like, everyone's like, oh, you guys are a thing. And he was like, oh, I thought we were like dating. And then I liked how Keeley sat him down in the back of the van and was like, this is 2 weeks. It feels like 2 years. You're going to be so close with these people. But he's also new to yachting. She's newer to yachting. Yeah. But I think that I like that he heard her out and was very respectful. And he was very caring with her. I think he just overwhelmed himself.
Okay.
I'm hoping that he figures out a better way to say those things and to have that conversation. But like, I don't think it's abnormal to go and then just like pull back. Yeah. It's just not good.
And to me, I didn't feel like
she didn't do anything wrong.
I didn't feel like the team was like, oh my God, you two, do you want to go on a date? Oh my God, do you two want to sit next together? Oh my God, do you two want to work together? Like, it almost he made it out kind of like everyone was acting like that or pushing them together.
I feel like he really looks up to Joe.
Sure.
And I think he hadn't seen Joe's previous seasons.
Yeah.
And I think that when Joe was like, well, this is like a thing now, I think it freaked him out. I think Joe's words weighed very heavy on him.
Okay.
And so that's the vibe that I got. I'm hoping, I liked the conversation that they had, and I just hope that like they can kind of reset and recalibrate because they were like really intense, hot and heavy, and then he was like, oh wait, I didn't want to do that, never mind.
Yeah. And
then just like, I think it's just a maturity. Okay. So I'm comfortable like giving him the space to go like, this is a learning opportunity for you, but be very nice to Kat because she's delightful. He was on Watch What Happens.
Oh, okay.
And and the only reason I know is because I follow her on TikTok. She's hilarious.
She is so fun.
She's so cute, so funny. Her parents have got to just be like, jackpot, you know?
Yeah.
I feel I'm officially old enough to be these people's moms, as everyone keeps pointing out to me on the internet. Thanks.
Thank you.
And I look at her and I go, oh my God. Like, a couple of these people, like Luke's mom should be horrified. She's not.
Never
but
will
like
be.
if I'm Kat's mom or I'm Cooper's mom, I go, oh, like, no, I'm not. It's fine. You're doing great. You're doing wonderful, honey. So I think they'll be fine. I'm interested to see how this all shakes out. Yeah. We're getting very little Aisha, although Matt loves Aisha. He really, not like he has like a crush on her, but I think she's his favorite character.
Okay.
Because as they were going out to dinner, she's like getting in the shuttle to go to dinner. She goes, I can't wait to get home to my noodles.
Oh my God.
Her in bed
with those ramen noodles.
And then they were dancing and he kept going, look at her dance. Look at her dance. Look, she's dancing.
Amazing. Yes. So good.
I think she's going to have to be the extra deckhand.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so.
She's great. I don't think that that's going to be a problem. Mm-hmm. I just think that it's going to... This is when Jen will solidify if I hate her or not.
Okay. She's going to step up and...
Is she going to be a team player? Yeah. Is she going to have a positive attitude? Yeah. Is she going to contribute to the team?
Yes.
Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, right. And not just with the work that she's doing, which Jen's doing a good job. But there's a vibe to it.
Yes.
In a team that I need her to bring better. So we shall see.
Yeah.
What did you think about, so Nathan went to go take care of his wife and baby.
Yeah.
And Gail is having a hard time.
Yes.
Totally understandable. I mean, what is it? Like 48 to 72, I can do math, hours by herself with the baby.
Yeah.
That I never had to do that.
Yeah.
Myself. Like,
well, and she's in a different country. Like, not a different city, a different country.
So she has no support system.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
That it breaks my heart. So she goes, and it seems like he really is like making the effort to be like, here I am. I'm here to take care of you. And then, so I did like that.
Not being Luke. Thank you very much. Right. Mm-hmm. He's the opposite of Luke.
Opposite. Good dad, good husband.
Yeah.
In their unique circumstances.
Yeah.
But then he's late the next day.
Yes.
And Joe in the videos is like, this is so unprofessional. I think Joe is gunning for Nathan's job. I don't even necessarily think that Joe is wrong in what he's saying.
Sure. Agree.
But I think that when Nathan hears Joe saying these things, it's really going to set him back.
I know. It's not going to be good. I think you're right. I think something is happening at home with Gael and Nathan. Right. We're having a big, deep future type conversation amongst grown-ups, right? Is she going to stay? Is she going to leave? Are they getting a divorce? Right?
They're not even married yet.
Right. Are they going to split up? Right? I think it's a big conversation, not blaming either one of them, right? Neither one of them are doing anything wrong, but right, if she feels she can't provide or be in the best space to raise their son, she needs to do something different. So
she needs more support right now.
I mean,
there's nothing wrong with that. I also think he's doing the best that he can under the circumstances. But being a bosun on a mega yacht, we watched that night. It was like this perfect encapsulation of he wasn't there. He was there taking care of his wife and baby, which he needed to go do. But then also his job to provide for that wife and baby. That boat had that storm hit.
Yeah.
Nathan's not there to handle it, so the other people had to handle it. Plus, they were already one person down.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't put Sandy in a great position. If Joe becomes the bosun, that's going to suck for Nathan. But maybe that would have been a better way to manage that.
Sure.
Because Joe is captaining his own boats.
Yeah.
So he could do it, and he has more bandwidth to focus on that job than maybe Nathan does.
Yeah.
I don't know. But no one's going to feel good about it other than Joe.
I know. I don't like that, really. I don't like people feeling good at other people's demise. It bothers me a lot. I don't know. I mean, and sometimes I think people forget, male and female, when women give birth to babies, we don't know what we're doing. And just like a man, they don't know. We don't, just because we carried this and we pushed it out, it doesn't come with a handbook. We don't automatically get downloaded mentally, right? Why the baby's crying, why the baby hasn't slept, why the baby won't eat what I'm giving the baby, right? Why the baby has a rash or a temperature or is throwing up or won't stop pooping. We don't know how to do any of this stuff. And like you said, we need to have support, people around us that will say, I'll take the baby, you go take a nap, or let me give you a hug. Do you need to take a bath? Like all of these things to help the mother along. And she seems to be clearly struggling, which she should be. She doesn't know what she's doing. And this is what happens.
Strange country. No support. And not getting any sleep.
Nathan's trying to do his best. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't have the answers either. So I'm a little nervous for them, right? Maybe they both leave. We don't know, right? He's just not on the boat anymore. So, I just felt bad for her.
I know. I just want everything to work out for them, but also it's like it's too many huge things at once.
Yeah.
Ugh. So, well, do you want to talk about parenting and babies.
Yes.
Do we have anything else? I think that's everything.
I think that was it. Yeah.
So the Valley, we actually haven't talked about several episodes. I took notes.
I did too.
On the last two. I didn't take notes on the episode that came out today. This is Thursday. We both have a clock. That's where we're watching it.
Yes.
I don't even know that I want to go through my notes. I feel like there's a few highlights that I think we need to like hammer into. But we've got this 3-part reunion coming up, and I think even that we're going to probably be able to summarize fairly quickly because I don't even know where we're going to end up. I need to start with Brittany. There's several Brittany things that we need to talk about. First and foremost, skipping to the end, jumping way ahead, Brittany's reunion look has been quite, I wouldn't even say divisive, because I think in general, people are like, what are you doing? And everyone is saying, Brittany, you're gorgeous. What the fuck are you wearing? Why is she doing this?
Right. And we have said this even when she was with Jax, right? We're just constantly saying she's so pretty, right? And all the things. And the stylist, I don't know what Play-Doh Fun Factory outfit she is wearing, but it is not conducive to her body shape. And she looks wonderful after this mommy makeover. I love that she did that photo shoot to make her feel better and needed that. But
that
this
kind of
reunion look
is awful.
Awful. It's bad. We're not saying Brittany's bad, but she needs to fire her stylist.
I have a theory. I don't think it's the stylist.
Okay.
I think it's Brittany, because look at the photo shoot that she had.
Yeah.
She looked incredible.
Yes.
She looked so good.
She wore an appropriate dress outfit.
Still
for her body. Correct.
It hit her in all of the right places.
Right.
She looked incredible.
Yes.
She has money. She has access. She, I think, does it on purpose.
For what?
I think that to get people to talk about her. I think there's a certain point where she has been with Jax and it has fucked up her head so bad that attention is attention. That content is content.
Wow.
That she wants to be talked about. I think that part of it, I think she's doing it on purpose. And I think it's like so close,
mommy,
that it's like plausible deniability. I think she's doing it on purpose.
Oh boy. Wow.
That's what I think. I also think
even I didn't think that. And I'm the bad cop in this good cop thing. You're the good cop. I'm the bad cop.
We're slowly reversing roles.
100%. I'm not
becoming
sure
the negative Nancy.
What is happening?
I'm in the comments, man. That's why I look like Kristen today. Because I'm in the comments. Here's another thing. And I wrote it as a comment on someone else's thing on TikTok.
Okay.
But I honestly think I'm a genius.
Wow. Great.
So here's what I think.
Great.
Did you ever watch Teen Mom?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember Chelsea, who had the daughter, I think her name's Aubrey, she was with this kid named Adam. Adam sucked and he was bad and he was cheating on her and he was mean.
Oh, yes, yes.
Chelsea had a dad that was a dentist, and eventually Chelsea ends up finding a new guy, and I can't remember his name, but he's hot.
Yeah.
And he's got the most, like, where are they from? Like Wisconsin? The most like Wisconsin voice I've ever heard in my life. Sweetie, really good stepdad. They end up having a bunch of kids. Really good dad. She gets to just adopt pigs and random animals whenever she wants. So she eventually kind of separates herself from the drama, and she started she got a new show on like one of the home channels where they like do renovations in people's houses. Mm-hmm. She's like a home decoration, home renovation show. She's like the Chip and Joanna Gaines of Wisconsin or wherever they're from. Okay. It's very cute. She looks real hot. It's just, I think that what Bravo needs to do, here's my genius idea. I think that Brittany needs to get a show on Bravo that is not about the Valley, it's not about the friendships, but it's her doing party planning for Bravo Lebs.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
And so she's like, oh, I met so-and-so at BravoCon in Vegas in 2016 or whatever. And we just hit it off. And like, they'll be friends, right? Yeah. So it'll be people that she knows from Bravo. And it's so-and-so's daughter's 16th birthday. Or it's somebody's got a launch party for their new book or their, hair plugs or whatever. And it's like she's having a divorce party, getting her sparkle back. Like wouldn't that be a great show?
That's a really good idea.
Oh my God, thank you. So Brittany could, and then there will be the drama. There's going to be the drama of the party planning, and then the undercurrent of all of us are built-in fans of all of the different franchises. They bring in different people, and it's like, well, is so-and-so going to be there? I don't know. And like, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And or the food is coming and she's vegan and Brittany messed up and got barbecue. Like just dumb shit. And that would be delightful to watch.
Yes.
I think that's what I think Brittany needs to. I think the Valley is done. I think Brittany needs to have something separate from that kind of thing. Okay. I think it's better for her. I think it's better for Cruz. I think it's better for all of our mental health. And I think it would be a delight. And then you're like, oh, she's doing a party for Dorinda. Oh, she's doing a party for Vicky Gundelson. Oh, she's doing a party for Shaws of Sunset. Delightful. I would love it. Do that.
Just to clarify, you said all of that in a TikTok comment? It was a really long comment.
No, I didn't.
Just okay.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I did like a quick little, this is a fun idea.
Oh, okay.
And then I've been ruminating on it.
Oh, okay.
Had a lot of coffee.
This is wonderful. That's such a good
it's smart.
Good idea. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't know how to like, Bravo, you don't have to pay me for this.
You would just have the idea.
The payment would be that you do it.
Yes.
Take it, Bravo producers. I don't know. So that's what I think about that.
And also, I didn't like any of the other looks on the reunion. Nia in this poop brown thing, ugly.
Didn't understand it.
I'm not quite sure. Lacey's was maybe, but it looked kind of bridesmaid or like
it's the
prom.
Same dress that Bronwyn wore. It's the same dress that Bronwyn wore in Salt Lake's reunion.
I love Lacey, and I didn't care for that. Kristen in this snake
heavy
thing.
I honestly thought that was the best that Kristen's looked.
Oh, God damn.
It wasn't. I don't like the color. But I feel like it fits her vibe, and it looked better on her than some of the other stuff.
And I want Janet. I mean, Janet is losing weight like nobody's business, and is wonderful. But I want her to wear something that has more to it. Like I'm not sure. It was just kind of boring.
The dress was like, look how skinny I am.
Yes.
I feel like that's what the vibe was. What do you think Dad would look like in that dress? I'm just kidding. My dad is on a weight loss journey that has gone too far.
He doesn't listen anymore. So
he doesn't listen, so we can talk about it. Yeah, I thought Michelle's was not as exciting as it could have been.
I love Michelle. Her body is banging, and I want to see something better on her. Lala looked like a prom dress,
I was
the gray
very
and
surprised.
Black.
It felt kind of like Mother of the Bride. Like,
yes.
Like, oh my God, so-and-so's mom is so fucking hot. Is which I guess she's a mom, but it was like.
Didn't love that. I want Lala to come out and, shock us all. No. Not good. Well, God damn.
Just on a
go through a 3-part. Okay, so Brittany, anything else with Brittany?
I mean, we can, so diving into the Brittany versus, it's Brittany, it's Zack, it's Nia, it's all of that bullshit.
Yeah.
So they did the Chili's thing.
Yes.
Delightful. Zack
loved
shit his pants at Chili's.
Yeah.
And it's something that was organized, I think, by Janet. And Brittany.
Yeah.
So Kristen and Nia were excluded from it.
Perfect.
But Zack went, and they were talking about the Instagram thing where on the flight back from Mexico, Zack had unfollowed Janet, but then refollowed her, and then unfollowed her like 2 days later. And it was like, why would it? We're adults. And you all are coworkers. Why is the following unfollowing? It seems nonsensical, especially because my favorite line that I think sums it up was Janet goes, "We were sharing fried shrimp. If you were eating off the same plate and then be like, but we're not friends. We're getting there." So then at the photo shoot, Kristen ends up telling Lala and Brittany, well, I don't make Zack say these things, and I don't keep Zack from being friends with Janet. Nia does.
Yes.
And also, they talk so much shit about Janet, and so does Lacey. And I listen, Janet's annoying, and if you don't like Janet, that's fine. I've come around to Janet on a lot of areas. She's not my favorite. I'm not team Janet, but I will go back and say Janet was right. Janet was valid. Didn't deserve all of the hate that she got. And her delivery sucks and she's irritating, but she's also very funny. She also, I think, is really trying. So at one of the parties, God, there's so many fucking parties that they've had.
I know.
What was all these parties? So I think it was at the Jasmine thing when she sits down with Jesse and she's like, hey, you're sitting by yourself. I'll sit with you. I want to say, you asked me to give Lacey a chance. I didn't, and I regret that. I find her delightful. My biggest regret is not giving her a chance sooner. Right. I really enjoy her. You and my husband are friends. Let's do a double date. And he was like, ugh. He's saying that he doesn't think that she's being sincere. I see her genuinely trying. I see her trying with Lacey. I love Lacey. I think she's just seeing from Lacey what I see. So I think it sucks that even Zack refuses to move forward because he's getting whatever pushback from that. And I realize I just covered 12 different things.
I agree with you. I am not a Janet fan. I think she's annoying, but I have said again, she is definitely trying. And your example you just said out loud is something tangible that we can see as viewers, or her friend group can see as her trying, where Danny is not trying to be better at all, right? So there's a difference. You give kudos where it's supposed to go, where it deserves to be. And Janet is definitely trying, right? She's talking to Jesse. She's talking to Lacey. She's trying really hard. She's talking about going to therapy. She's admitting, look, I found out about myself and this is what I need to work on now. I know, right? That is actively trying, and people can see that. Mm-hmm. I don't agree with Jesse that it was all for show and it wasn't real. He can just say, I don't like Janet, and that's fine. But when you say things like what Jesse said, it's not real, I don't trust her, goes back into people in the comments saying, see, I told you, see, and which is what a lot of this is about, Janet versus Danny thing. And now Kristen, where Lala said, right, I think Kristen is worried about the comments. She doesn't want the perception of what happened to Janet to happen to her because she's in the comments. And I 100% agree with that. But my point is when you say stuff like what Jesse said, it gives traction to people to do that in the comments and go, see, Jesse's in that friend group. Jesse, weird. Again, yes, we don't live in their life or their marriage. We know this.
No, but we're talking about what we see.
Right. He's there. Mm-hmm. And Kristen, Kristen gaslighting about this whole conversation. I never said that. Brittany, you said it. I fell over dead. And then on her confessional, she's like, well, yeah, I said it, but I used the wrong word. Just say that to your friend group, Kristen.
Okay. Are we talking about the fight at the vampire party?
Sure, yes. Because it all kind of what happens is this conversation moves around the group, right? And so then people start finding out what was said. You know, Nia finds out because Nia and Lala have a little lunch date, a little coffee date. So Nia finds out, and then Brittany kind of overhears, and so it bleeds through the friend group, and then they're confronting Zack. They try to confront Zack, and then Kristen comes in.
And here's her face in that scene.
Wow.
Where Brittany comes in and goes, no, you said this. And Kristen's like, no, I didn't. And Zack goes, I believe Kristen. And Brittany is dumbfounded. And she's like, Lala's going to tell you the same thing. He's like, I believe her. And she's like, you're going to believe everyone but me. And she's shocked. Which sucks. Because we've seen the conversation.
Yeah.
I wonder how it's all going to pan out after the fact. But I also know that you and I are seeing the interviews that are happening. You and I are seeing...
Yes.
Kind of the on Watch What Happens Live. Kristen is now going, I'm always going to fight for Nia. She's my friend, but I don't condone anything that Danny did. Well, she was a full fucking bulldog for Danny.
Yeah.
The whole time. She also is talking about, we've got Janet trying to go, I can be in the same room.
Yeah.
I don't have to cause a problem.
Yep.
And then they're sitting there needling.
Yes.
And then shocked when she throws a cup, which we'll talk about that as well.
Yeah.
But they're sitting there being assholes to her. And then she's been like, I will not say anything. I will be here. I will be cordial. I'm trying to move forward with Lacey, trying to move forward with Jesse, trying to give you guys space. I will apologize for what I feel comfortable apologizing for without abandoning myself.
Yeah.
And then we will, she's trying to make it easy for everyone. She's trying to make jokes with Zack so they can move forward.
Yep.
He said that she hopes she had a miscarriage. That is enough for some people to never talk to him again.
Yes.
And that is 100% valid. I love Zack. But Zack going, you know that I say crazy things when I'm angry. There are consequences to your actions.
Yes.
So acting like she's an insane person for being like, I don't want to hang out with somebody who says they want my baby to die inside me.
Yep.
Sorry, that's also valid. She's going, I'm not going to put up the roadblocks. I want to move forward. Let's at least be cordial. I can be fine.
Yeah.
And where she sees the ins to move forward positively, like, I really like Lacey and I think and I'm willing to apologize and I want to move forward.
Yeah.
I can make jokes with Zack and we can share shrimp. But the people who are refusing, Nia, Danny, Kristen, those people for some reason are getting the backup and it sucks. They're ruining the show.
Yes.
When Janet goes, you're the reason that this friend group is fractured, and Kristen's like, mine's not. It is, and it's you. Nia's trying to push people out, ice people out, not move forward. Danny keeps going backwards.
Yes.
To be the victim over and over again. The real victim in all of it is Jasmine and Melissa. We still haven't heard them really have a full conversation about it.
Yeah.
With Janet.
Right.
Janet needs to apologize to them.
Yeah.
And go like, this is all blown over and I see what my part of this was and I'm sorry about this. Danny apologized and now they're being like, did it even really happen? So fuck them. It's so bizarre and none of these people would actually be hanging out. And again, I can't get over Kristen's face with her delight when Zack was like, I believe Kristen, and Kristen felt like she won. Kristen throws everyone, including Nia, including Zack, under the bus, depending on who she's with. She's done it from season 1 of Vanderpump. She did it at season 1 of The Valley.
Yeah.
When the second that she got pissed off, she's screaming that Michelle is cheating on Jesse. And then she's like, I can't be friends with somebody who wants to hurt people.
What?
Are you serious?
I mean, yeah.
You get upset and want to burn down other people's fucking lives.
Yeah.
But Janet wants to hurt people too much for you to be friends with her? It doesn't make sense.
Right.
To me.
No, I agree. And like I said, I think both Kristen and Zack don't want people to think of them negatively. And, Zack is clearly flip-flopping, right, back and forth. Or like Lala said, a fart in the wind, he's over here, he's over there, kind of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
And that...
Same.
We've never really seen proof. Maybe we have, but this was really proof that we had seen that Zack was flip-flopping all over the place, especially when he put his foot down and said, I believe Kristen, I don't believe Brittany. All of that was just really difficult to watch. I don't find it enjoyable to watch reality TV that's like that. I just don't find it enjoyable. I would be fine if the Valley got canceled and it didn't come back next year. Perfectly fine with that. I don't really see a reason why it needs to come back. At the very, very lowest level, Danny and Nia need to not be on the show again. They need to be off the show and have a huge reset. I mean, even Janet said, I can be cordial with Zack and Kristen, but I'm, she's done with Danny and Nia. Danny and Nia need to be off the show, right? Janet annoys me, but I like watching her on the show. Her and Jason, I like their relationship. I like watching her on the show and interact with Michelle and, joke about how she's in love with Michelle and all these things, right? All of that is good TV to watch. That's what I want to watch. Whatever this garbage that they've been giving us all season, I don't want to watch this. It makes me upset, right? And I don't need to be upset while I'm watching a show, Bravo. So, I'm annoyed at Kristen. I wonder what she's going to say at the reunion, but I'm annoyed at her doing this weird tour that she's on. I don't know if it's
podcast tour,
this redemption. I don't know what it is, but instead of coming out and saying, yeah, I acted like a dick. Yeah, I, lied, or I shouldn't have said that, or, I see what Danny was doing, or what Nia said, or whatever. Say out loud what it was and go, yeah, I fucked up. I shouldn't have done that. These are my friends, right? I owe them an apology, or something along that line. But she can't even take responsibility.
She's done a little bit. I've seen a couple little bits where she's like, I saw the part where she went nuts about, who needs to stop drinking is Zack and Brittany and Jasmine. And she was like, that's not even what I meant. That's
not an apology.
And she was like, well, she said that she called Zack and apologized, and like, she was just worked up. And you're like, here's the deal. If you need your bandwidth to deal with your postpartum, and we got to talk about our postpartum
we'll go
stuff.
there.
But like, don't be writing so hard. Like, she was ready to jump in and fight everybody, and now she's like, well, I was ready to jump in and fight everybody, but I didn't have all the information. You have Lala going, you don't have all the information, you need to chill out, and her going, I know enough. And you're like, fuck off. I really, the beginning of the Valley, season 1, we were like, oh, this like more healed version of Dodie, this wise Dodie. I love this. And we're not there at all. We're not there at all.
She has backslid terribly. And I'm tired of giving her grace for postpartum. I am giving her grace or for Luke. We'll get into it. None of that is good or appropriate, or any woman should have to put up with that stuff. Mm-hmm. But it seems like she seems to be riding that wave to be able to get away with all this shit that she's been doing on the show. And I'm over it as a viewer. I'm over that. And I don't want to give her that grace anymore to act like a dipshit, right? And
with
lie to her friends. Yeah. I mean, Lala is like, Kristen, you said this. No, she's like, no, I didn't. What do you mean? it's not just one out of the 10 people that's saying it. Other people are coming saying, yes, Kristen, you said, this is what you said.
Mm-hmm.
It's just upsetting as a viewer to watch, and I don't want to watch it anymore. I just don't.
Okay, so let's talk about Kristen and her postpartum with Luke.
Well, first of all, going to the therapist, right? That never works for Kristen. Didn't she go to a therapist when she was with James Kennedy?
I mean, I think she's been going to therapy for.
But on Vanderpump, was it her and James went to therapy together? Anyway, that didn't work out, right? I think it was her and James. And, going to therapy with Luke, which, holy shit, sir. Yeah. The therapist really had to reel it in quite professionally to not reach across the room and just open hand slap him across the face for saying, I didn't know pregnant Kristen at the time. Sir, you don't get to say those things out loud. Out loud. Cameras. Recording. National television.
Well, and then he doubles down. Then last episode, he doubled down and he was like, we need to put her in a coffin. Pregnant Kristen needs to be in a coffin.
Right.
And she's like, how do you want to have another baby with me if you hated who I was when I was pregnant? He's like, just to get it over with.
Ick.
Holy fucking shit.
Ick. Super
and her being
ick.
like, I'm not going to have sex with you anymore. That's not nice. You can tell that her, goal is to be like Danny and Nia.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, no, late. And she's like, I really respect that they do it behind closed doors. Everyone in the comments, they're not doing it. This isn't a private marriage that I'm commenting on. I'm saying it based on the stuff that they are putting themselves out there for television.
Yes.
We're not pulling this out of our ass. Mm. We're watching it happen and going, holy fucking shit, this is wrong.
Right.
And I can say that because my marriage is perfect.
And you are, married to someone who contributes. I did
say that.
You.
Thank you for quoting me. That. Matt was quoting our last episode back to me the other day about I think it was Boat Show. And I was like, this is the best. But yeah, no, men who actually are contributing. And when people are like, he is contributing, he has a job. I know that he has a job. That's not, I'm saying to the household management.
Yes.
And when he is making comments like, mommy's home, daddy needs to sit, when she had childcare for him basically the whole time.
Yeah.
And this is 4 days after his vasectomy.
Oh, we're talking Danny now?
Sorry. Yeah.
You want to still talk about Luke and Kristen?
Yeah.
Well, Luke, I don't know what is happening with taking care of the baby with Kaya. We haven't really seen a whole lot of that, but the dynamic between Kristen and Luke regarding the baby or even their relationship is atrocious, because he can't even get past his own ego to hear what Kristen is saying. Kristen is asking for help. Kristen is asking for time. Kristen is saying, this will all be over, right? This is not how it's going to be the rest of our days as a family. But he can't hear that because his ego takes up the entire room, and he has to get in his response and his defense to what she's saying to him, right? His defensiveness, his immediate defensiveness to her, because it's always about him. Okay, it's about you, but maybe your partner needs you to just hear her, that she needs help from you. And when he makes snide, backhanded, shitty comments to her face in front of strangers, a therapist, you're not learning anything, bud. You're not doing yourself any favor. You're not looking good in comments. It's just
the post therapy conversation was so wild to me, and it just illustrates everything you just said. The fact that they talk about, a year ago, pregnant Kristen, that was the darkest time of their relationship. And he talks about that like something that she did to him.
Right.
Instead of something that she went through.
We don't know as females what being pregnant and growing a human being inside of our body is, what it's going to do to our bodies and to our minds. It affects each woman differently. And we don't know what's going to happen, how we're going to act, how we're going to feel. All we know is we feel uncomfortable and we're tired and my feet hurt and my back hurts and I'm hungry, but I just threw up. Now I have to go take a poop, but I can't sleep. But you're blaming me?
Yeah. The fact
it's not fair or okay.
No. It's really, what bothers me the most is that he talks about how what she went through, and I will say she's cutting and she will say shit and it's crazy and it's mean. And I'm not saying that's okay.
No.
But she also is then trying to make amends and make it better. And I think she is trying to work on it. But every bit of that is, he's only framing as his own experience. And then he acts like he's trying to be there for her. But the second that she's agitated, he's like, well, you're just being a crazy bitch. And I don't think he said those words exactly, but that's the vibe that I'm getting from it.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't treat her respectfully at all. Even as the mother of his child, there's zero respect. I feel like he doesn't even like her. Like, a lot of times he comes off like he doesn't even like her. And
he expects her to, once this is all done, which
what does that even mean?
Pregnancy, postpartum, those are very specific sections of time. They will be done. But she is not going to suddenly revert to the sexy, fun Kristen that she was before they had a baby. That's not going to happen. They need to continue to evolve. And I feel like they're saying some of those things, but none of it has actually sunk in. Like, they don't understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
It's a lot of therapy speak without true understanding behind it.
Yeah.
And we've all been there, but it's so frustrating to watch.
She is a completely different person than before she got pregnant. And we have different phases in our lives of what we were. We were this type of person in this part of our life and this type of person. Everybody goes through that. And I'm telling you, she is a different person now that she is a mother. She's not going to go back to be that person she was before pregnancy. But her personality and who she is as a person will come out, and she likes to do whatever she likes to do that Luke was attracted to as a partner, whatever that was, camping or fishing or swimming or whatever that was, going on walks. She will, deep down, she's still that person that has those same likes. But if he doesn't evolve with her, they can't continue to be in a partnership. They just can't, because he will be fighting her and blaming her the entire time.
Yeah. And he doesn't want to evolve.
No.
Is the other really frustrating thing. He wants to still be going out and having like a boys' night at least every week or so.
Right.
And you're like,
what are you doing?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
I'd be happy if I never saw him on TV again. I don't want to see Luke. Kristen can be there. Baby can be there. I don't need to see Luke. Get Luke off my TV. Get Danny and Nia off my TV. The show needs to go away. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of done. So there were also just like a lot of fights for no reason from Jesse. And we had this beautiful, like, they popped champagne and cried with each other as they signed divorce papers. Yeah. Michelle and Jesse. And I really loved that scene.
Yeah.
As a child of divorce, God, I mean, Isabella will be able to look back on that one day.
Yeah.
And it was a beautiful, beautiful conversation.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, look at this. Yeah.
Them evolving as people and as parents. You even said, I really like the Michelle we're seeing now, right? It was different than Michelle last year when she was in the thick
100%.
of trying to deal with the divorce and Jesse. And so they are evolving as co-parenting, as, right, Isabella's parents.
Yeah.
And then he backslides. And I don't.
So
what
hard.
The fuck is? What am I watching, Jesse?
So hard.
And for no reason. I think just to pick at her, just to dig at her. There's no reason behind it. I don't understand. And then Jasmine gets in the middle of it. What are we?
I don't understand what Jasmine.
Are we just drunk? And I don't. What was that? I've never really seen Jasmine stick up for Jesse. She'd stick up for Jesse before.
She's been real into Jesse this season, and I don't totally get it because Jesse rides so hard for Danny.
Yeah, but
so I didn't understand. Everyone's come around and been really like Jesse's just getting all of the things this season, right? Like,
yeah,
he wasn't a villain.
No,
Jesse. We found out about his $300,000 loan that he took out.
Yep.
And even that, it's like, listen, Michelle's moving on. I guess we're all just, you know what? For Isabella, we're all just going to accept it and move forward. And then he does this thing where he attacks her for Isabella. I don't know why I said Izzy. Like, I know this kid. But she met the guy that Michelle's dating. There's too many names is the other problem. And he doesn't like that. And he's really angry about it. And then, Jasmine going after Michelle.
Yep.
You don't even know the full context.
No.
And she's screaming. And I was like, that's not Jasmine's MO. Like, we don't see her she did it when she was so hurt by how Janet and Jason were handling things last season. But we don't really see her crash out. She's usually the one going, what the fuck is wrong with all of you people? Yeah. Rightfully so. So I really didn't understand why that was happening. And I was really irritated at Jesse for that. And then also Jesse is on the Danny train, even though he's like, I'm not a let's go guy. So he's talking shit about Danny.
Yeah.
Well, and being like, this is low rent. Well, also, then Danny is wasted at this vampire party.
Slurring his words or not even making sense.
Is fine.
Super
Get
bad.
Wasted. You don't have that much time away from your kids. Except for your kid is actually there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just remembered the baby was there.
Yeah.
So weird. So there's so many problems with it, but also he was just combative and angry. And before Danny was drunk, combative, and angry, he was obnoxious as shit when they're doing their weird voices. He's in character. Danny was just fucking characters.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to hang out with him at a party.
No, absolutely
Jesse
not.
pretending to feed into it and being buddy with it was weird. Yeah. And I didn't believe it. And then he's trying to get him water and take care of him.
Well, he almost fell over. Danny at one point was leaning and Jesse kind of caught him and made him stand straight back up again and walked over and got him water. I mean, come on.
Kind of carrying him around. Yeah.
No, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's happening. But Jesse's being super disappointing again. And he's getting
he had almost won me over.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of grace or positive energy because of Lacey, right? Lacey is what the conduit, I guess is the word, being the object you go through to see the good part of Jesse. I don't know how to say that, but right. If Lacey wasn't there, I don't know that Jesse would have come off as positively. It's just all because of her. And
well, because he does start to go off, and then she puts him in check. And we're like, ugh, Lacey. And we're so busy going, ugh, Lacey, that we forgot what a little dick he was being.
Yeah. Yes.
So, didn't love that. I will say then he, like, kind of drops him off in the little tent.
Oh, yeah, to lay down.
To try and get him to, like, sober up a little bit and, like, get him away from everybody. And then Jason, God love him.
Jason has to put his leg up, yes.
We barely saw him.
Yeah.
And he was like, this is my last chance. I need to earn my paycheck. And boy, did Jason, I heard a theory that the reason that Nia and Kristen are so shitty to Janet is because deep down they're resentful of what a good husband Jason is.
Oh, probably.
And I do think that's true.
Yeah.
And then apparently we find out that Janet's not even giving him blowies.
Oh, Janet, right?
Janet, just...
Come on.
I'm on Lala's side. Just
give the poor man a blowy.
At this point. And he's like, so I heard that you said blah, 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 blah. And he didn't get it quite right. So Danny is
That's true.
And he was not wrong. Although the sentiment was there.
Correct.
Right? It's like, it wasn't the right words, but the sentiment was 100% correct.
The idea was there, yes.
Janet's like, Lala, come with me. I need to go in, but I don't want to go by myself.
Yep.
Which Lala was 100% the wrong / 100% correct person to take with you. Right?
Lala's my favorite bully breed. Yep.
God. Oh, that's such a good, yeah. And she's the sober one.
Absolutely. She's the sober one.
And I like that this is Lala. If you look back at her history, she comes in, she's the level-headed one in this little circle all of a sudden. And she's the one that's like, decorum, people.
Right. And she's the one going and talking to, having hard conversations with people after, they've either wronged her or something weird has happened, right? I wasn't expecting her to talk to Nia one-on-one at all. When Nia showed up at that coffee shop, I was like, wait, what? They're actually going to talk?
I was shocked. Yeah.
Shocked because of how poorly Nia treated Lala. And Lala is the bigger person in this situation. Wait, what? Yeah.
I know.
Yes.
And we're doing all of this, and I know that a lot of people are like angry that Lala got in Danny's face in Mexico. And it's like, well, technically, I guess Nia did do what she was supposed to do as his wife. You and I just had a conversation about when...
Is it?
When does your spouse step in?
No.
And your spouse steps in when you need backup.
Correct.
And otherwise, they should let you handle your own shit.
Correct.
Nia will not let... Well, she knows that Danny is too drunk and will not handle things correctly.
Well,
and unfortunately, she does that as like... And that means Lala's in the wrong. It's like, no, it means that your husband is out of control.
Right.
That's what that situation was.
But I don't know that we explained this. So explain the theory of what you're talking about with women policing women.
Oh, we talked about it a little bit last time.
For their husbands / men / partners.
I think her name is Carrie / D trans. Oops.
That was a perfect example of it, though.
Mm-hmm. So we as women, we always say like girls are more mature than boys. They mature faster and we're more emotionally intelligent. And, we need to really protect, men's feelings in all of these situations. Like when we step outside the roles of being a woman and needing to be emotionally supportive of men, when a woman doesn't stay within the confines of this idea of the role of what a woman needs to be, it's protecting and soothing and mothering and nurturing and caring for the men who don't have to learn this emotional intelligence. There are other women who are still living very much in that rigid role who it freaks them out when you challenge that.
Yes.
So when you go, hey dude, you're being fucking ridiculous.
Yes.
Hey, I'm not going to tell you it's okay because what you just did is not okay.
Right.
And then other women are going to see you do that and go, wait, what, don't talk to him like that.
Yes.
Like, why would you can tell he's drinking. You don't need to do this. You can tell XYZ. You don't know his heart.
Yeah.
And you're like, he's an adult. I'm an adult.
Yes.
We can have this conversation.
Yes.
We don't need to protect him from a conversation.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not saying that Lala, I mean, you just called her, like, she is your favorite bully breed. That is such a good description. She's, like, going to sit there and be like,
yeah,
explain yourself. Do you know who she didn't walk up to and tell to explain themselves? Jason.
Right. Right.
She is, if you aren't being nuts, she's not going to come after you.
Right. Well, and I said last week, I think she's the only one that is questioning Danny out loud in front of people, right? That she did at the table. And when he attacked her back, basically saying, who do you think you're talking to? She looked at him and said, you don't know who you're talking. You're talking to the wrong bitch. Don't talk to me like that. You know, no other person responds to Danny that way negatively, right? Everybody, you know, cowers back and freaks out and shuts up or doesn't even say anything to Danny. But she's the one that will confront him when he's doing, saying, acting, doing weird shit she knows he shouldn't be doing. And that's what she was doing in Mexico. But yes, this women policing men to protect these emotional fragility that they shouldn't have matured over, it just makes zero sense to me. I don't know what I'm watching.
It's bizarre.
It's super bizarre. And I am not feeling sorry for Nia, right, with their conversation when Nia's like, I grew up this way and, right, I lived in shelters and all of these things. And I'm sorry that happened to her, but I'm not going to excuse your behavior with your terrible, shitty husband because of your traumatic childhood. We all had traumatic childhoods, okay? We all did. Just saying. So
here's my other thing about Nia in that moment when she's talking about her trauma and then she's explaining, she's like, he makes me feel safe and stable. What about Danny is stable? And what about his behavior is safe when everyone is saying, I feel uncomfortable? He has groped people. He is screaming at everyone.
The man sat on the confessional couch and basically gave himself a high five and hooray when he says, I'm 6 years sober from porn.
Oh, shit.
He just shouts this out, just shouts out this random fact about being 6 years sober from pornography. I'm sorry, everything makes so much sense now. It makes total fucking sense that the man is addicted to porn, watches porn, and is 6 years sober from it. I don't think you're sober from it, but I can see what's happening.
So, Zack and Jasmine go on a little side thing about how you can't be sober from porn. Because they said even Game of Thrones counts as porn.
Agree.
I disagree. You agree that Game of Thrones counts as porn?
Oh, no. Game of Thrones is not porn. But I agree that you can't be sober from porn.
I was like, if Game of Thrones is porn, then like no. But also, I don't know. I'm not a porn person. It was never like my deal. I think there's too many studies that are like, it's gonna, like, look at the rise of internet porn and the rise of incels / also just male loneliness epidemic / we don't have realistic standards for sex, like all of that. Like, porn is just in general unhealthy. So if you are not a porn person and you're not participating, cool, great, no problem. Announcing that you're sober from porn seems super weird to me.
Super weird. And
if you're a porn addict, I know that there are people and it rewires your brain. So saying that you're sober from porn is like announcing that you used to be addicted to porn is how I read that.
Right. Yep. Yes.
Maybe just keep it to yourself.
100%.
Sorry, so everyone that's like, you don't know their marriage, I know that, and I didn't want to.
Right. Absolutely. We didn't want to. It was not a question that was asked. Just so you know, nobody asked him about porn. Nobody asked him anything regarding watching sex acts. Nope. It was completely on his own. He just shouted it out. It was fucking weird.
Is this like a religious thing? Like there's like a senator that like he and his son have like a no porn pact that like they have to show each other their phones or something. There's like an app they invented. And it's like all like religion based.
I don't know.
I don't know
what you're talking about. I don't know.
I'll Google it later. It's fun. I think it's very Republican to be like.
To me, watching how highly sexualized Danny is, that everything has a sexual element to it, it makes so much sense now that he shouted out his sobriety from porn. I mean, when he's having a vasectomy and she said, okay, I'm going to shave you, and he's making noises and screaming and giggling and making everything sexual. It's just, there's no reason for it. We don't need that. You know, he's constantly talking to Nia about when they're going to have sex the next time, and everything is about sex with Nia. I said this last week, right? All he needs her for, that's what he shows us, is that he has to have sex with her. It makes so much sense that the man watches porn.
Do you know something else that I noticed? The only time that he will have a real conversation with her, and I think this is, I don't know if it's, I think it's subconscious on her part.
Okay.
The only time he will have a full, serious conversation with her is when they are talking about their mutual enemies or whatever, like the terrible people. Because if they're in a good place, he's doing a character, he's making jokes. She's like, I just want to have a conversation with you. We've seen her multiple times begging to get his attention and his focus. Yeah. And then the rest of the time, he's flying off the handle. She can't get him to focus. The only time that he will have a full conversation with her is when they're talking about how he has been wronged and how he is a hero or a victim.
Oh my God.
It has to center around that. That's the only time that she gets a real conversation.
When he sat on the confessional in the finale and said, I'm a good person. There are people of wisdom, people out there that have commented at how good of a person. I'm a good person. That's how good I am. That's fucking weird. Who needs to say that?
So weird.
Who needs to say that about yourself? You don't do that. You don't say that about yourself, sir.
No.
That's not being humble.
It was, okay, do you remember how, still to this day, she was in tears. I still found it endearing when, oh God, I can't remember her name, but you know who I'm talking about. Lisa goes, I'm very important to God.
Right, yes.
Okay. That is not what he was doing, but I felt like it was like the difference was so stark.
Yes.
And he's like, everybody at church loves me.
Yes.
I'm very good. It's like,
no, sir. What?
No, I think a normal person goes, I really try to be a good person.
Or I'm working towards being a good person. You know, I have this X person in my life that is the one I learn from, right? Or the person I want to be like, right? But oh my God, the ego.
There's no trying to be a good person. There's no effort. There's no action of being a good person. It's just, he is a good person. Therefore what he does is okay. Great. Is how I hear that.
Yes. No, that's wrong. You're wrong, sir. Yeah. I can't with these people. Mm-hmm. I don't want to watch him on my TV anymore. I'm not looking forward to this reunion being 3 parts. Did you see on the clip of the reunion where he brought up Seth Rogen? And now Seth Rogen has responded.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, stop pissing off A-list celebrities, Danny, you fuckhead.
Don't bring him into this. You're not friends.
Seth doesn't want anything to do with you. You're not friends. No, sir. Wow. Nope. Yeah.
And I love that Lala was like, well, if Seth Rogen says it. And I love Seth Rogen.
Sure.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. Okay, so we're going to have a hard time. But there's a good chance the show's almost over forever.
We're hoping. Fingers crossed.
Ugh. All right, let's go on to more fun. More fun?
More fun.
Honeymoon.
Honeymoon. Yes, we're going to talk about the honeymoon episodes. They all went to Mexico and did different things, right, while they were there, spending time alone, and then having a dinner or get together with all the couples, right, seeing everybody. Wow. Where do you want to start? Let's see. You're looking everybody up. Where do you want to start?
I have to see their faces.
Okay.
All right, let's start. There's no good place to start.
There's really no good place to start.
Because it's all mess. Marie Kondo, I love mess. Okay. It's so hard. Okay, let's start with, this is actually, I think, a really good circling back to boat show.
Right.
There's two, the inverse of this. So Felipe and Tori.
Yes, and this is Married at First Sight. We're talking about season 20. Yes, Felipe and Tori.
And they are, I really like them. He's obsessed with her. It seems like they had a really good time on their honeymoon. Anything on the honeymoon? I just...
I didn't... Let's see.
He just seemed very tuned
on their honeymoon,
her.
They talked about... I wrote down that they talked about him being an atheist and her being a Christian.
Yes.
And they talked about she was cheated on in previous relationships and he did the cheating. I didn't love his response about it. He was very flippant and said, I didn't even remember cheating. The girlfriend...
He had said that before.
Yeah,
as
the
well.
girlfriend found out through my friends because I had blocked it out.
Yeah.
I would never cheat on you. I'm just thinking, my God, you're raising the red flag right in front of her face. Or like, this is not
I think
the way to say that.
No, I think you're 100% right.
Yeah.
I also, he was drunk and kissed someone. Like, it wasn't her version of getting cheated on was he had a double life. The other guy.
Yeah.
The other guy had another, I think it was like another fiance or like another serious girlfriend.
Yeah.
And she got up and left. And good for her.
Yeah.
Because that's so hard. We're just watching that left and right everywhere else.
Yeah.
And so that is very different than I got drunk and made out with someone else.
It is different.
It's not okay. I'm not...
Stop it.
It's not okay to do. I don't think it's okay to do. Yeah. But I also don't think that him getting wasted one time and making out with someone else while he had a girlfriend, not okay. Not okay. I don't think that means that he's going to continue.
I think how he talked to her about it, though. I really wish it would have been more being humble and saying, yeah, that was really hard on, I shouldn't have done that. Like taking more responsibility than just being super kind of dismissive and flippant about it. I didn't like that because that really shows just like a lack of growth or any, I don't know, taking it seriously. Like maybe you should take it a little bit seriously.
He feels wildly immature.
Yeah.
For me.
And I don't know if I should say this.
It's shocking that they picked him.
But there is online on social media, there's a little subsection of people saying he may have a substance issue with a little bit of snow. And I don't know.
So I don't know.
I don't know about that.
He's a restaurant guy. That's not unheard of.
I don't know. I mean,
he has a vibe to him.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know enough about.
I feel like I'm just, right. He's got that wired all the time. He's sweaty all the time. He's the life of the party all the time. Like, who am I describing? Jax Taylor, right? Like, I don't know. I mean, he's charming. People are drawn to him. Yes, he's very into Tori. Like, he has a lot of good green flags about him. But again, this subset just came out and I'm like, okay, maybe we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. But also allegedly.
Allegedly, right.
Allegedly. I think that he feels very immature. Like, he's so into her because she's so fucking hot. Mm-hmm. And then I think he's getting to know her, and he's getting more and more invested over time, which is the whole point of this. I just don't know that he is, like, the full lifestyle change. Mm-hmm. I don't know how he's going to adapt to that.
Sure. He's definitely more mature than he is, really.
100 times more mature. Really. So then, here's the thing that, and maybe I'm skipping to the end, but the last thing that happened is they ended up sleeping together. They get into their new apartment that is gorgeous. They did. Everybody gets, after the honeymoon, they go into the apartments. And they're going out on dates. They're having deep conversations. Yeah. It seems really good. Mm-hmm. And they have a good vibe. Yeah. And then they end up sleeping together. Yeah. And then she, in the middle of the night, is like, I'm suffocating in this room. I need to be out on the couch. She gets up and sleeps on the couch.
Has a little nervous breakdown. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I feel bad for her. I feel bad that she got overwhelmed. I can't even imagine what going through this experience is like for someone. So I totally don't fault her for feeling some type of way.
I was very surprised to see her do that. Sure. And it's kind of, like I said, it's like the inverse of Cooper, where it's like, he hasn't even slept with Kat, but like he's like pulled away. Yeah. She's like fully pulling away, and it's like, you're married. It's okay that this has happened, but she is fully panicked. And that's the last thing that we saw, really. Yeah. So we're going to see how he reacts to that. Yeah.
That's true.
I hope the recovery is okay. But I hope that it gets better. I want them to work out. Yeah. I want him to grow. I want her to be cared for, because I think she's one of those people that cares for everyone.
Yes. I know. Yeah.
And she's built this incredible life for herself. They went to that vineyard that she works at. Mm-hmm. I love her. Mm-hmm. I want good things for her. I want him to be really good for her. Yeah. And like, he's hit the jackpot. Yeah. Just do good and everything will be fine. Yeah. And but so far he's done good and everything will be fine. But then she's panicked and you're like, what does she need? Mm-hmm. Like, I felt for her in that moment.
Next.
Shh. Oh God. Sean and Nikki.
Oh, Sean and Nikki. Sean and Nikki are struggle streets, are still struggling with each other. And I have a couple opinions. I think Sean needles her on purpose.
I said this last time, remember? Yeah. I was like, at the wedding, I felt like he was doing it.
Yeah, I think he needles her on purpose to get a rise out of her, and then wants to play the good guy and go, oh God, okay, let's blah, 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 blah. I won't say that again, or whatever.
I was joking. Let me respect your boundaries.
Therapy talk.
What do you need?
Yeah.
And he's like, he crosses the line.
Yes.
Very purposely and goes, oh, I'm sorry. Where is the line? Let me respect the line.
Right. I don't love it. I also think, and I'll go back again, what I said about Luke. I think both of their egos get in the way, like, because they're so defensive, they don't hear the other person. But again, I don't think they like each other either, so there's really no reason maybe to hear the other person other than they're married 100%. Now, but they both have really big egos and believe each of them are right. And I'm going to explain to you logistically, professionally, articulate education, right? All these big words, right? As a professor, all of, these things, and they can't soften for each other, to get down to that next layer.
They are having very professional conversations.
Oh my, that's so true. Yeah.
And like, absolutely, I appreciate what you said, and I hear you, and
This is
You're being a frigid bitch,
Yeah.
and I respect that. You get to choose that for yourself.
Yeah.
And I will move forward, giving you that room.
Oh my God. Yeah.
To not put out.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Yeah.
He also doesn't self-reflect.
Yes, absolutely.
Do I think that she is turned off?
Yes.
I don't think she's as sapiosexual as she thinks she is.
Correct.
I think she's turned off.
Yes.
I think she's irritated. I think she's disappointed. All of those are okay feelings to have.
Right.
All of those are totally okay feelings to have. And I think she's trying to tough it out. I don't think she is used to having to have to tough shit out.
Yeah.
I think she's built a life for herself that
Correct.
If it's unacceptable, she doesn't need to deal with it.
Yeah.
And good for her. But also, I think that he isn't reading the room. So as we move forward, the hygiene thing.
Oh, for God's sake, the soap.
When they like go into the bathroom and she's like brushing her teeth, she's like,
and
let's
watching
get ready
him just
and he's like wiping everything just with like a wet towel, just and she's like, I'm going to shower.
He calls it a
wash
shower.
off the day.
And then claims that soap is overrated? Or what did he say about soap companies?
He's like, are you even really getting yourself clean? And she's like,
holy shit, sir.
And then
later
on, when he's like, again, trying to get the intimacy.
Close
intimacy. I was trying to not say sex.
Yeah.
When he's trying to like push forward and kind of see where that like and they're like kissing, and then she's like, I'm just like not there. I'm not really attracted to you. And he's like, you're not attracted to me?
Yeah, that
and
collapse.
He was like shocked. I'm not saying he's a bad looking guy.
No, there's nothing wrong with him.
There is no, but she's in incredible shape. And if you were trying to endear yourself to her in a physically intimate way, you need to do your best to match her. Not necessarily physically, like he needs to start working out and but you need to your hygiene needs to match.
Would be a start. Soap would be
brush your teeth before bed.
Probably. Yeah. Agreed. Yeah, it's not going well.
No.
It's not going well. And they went and saw the therapist, right? When they came home after move-in day. I think we saw that. I don't remember. Did I write anything down? Yeah, they went and saw the therapist. I didn't write it down. So probably not gonna go very much. I don't
see how this is gonna work out.
No.
I would like her to go home. Yeah. I bet her house is really nice.
Yeah.
I bet it's nicer than that condo. And that's a very nice condo.
Oh my God, yeah. Wonderful.
I want her to be able to go home.
Yeah. Ay. Next. Come on. Yeah. Who's next?
Cameron and Michelle.
I love.
She's so little. He's so tall.
She's my favorite. She's, I think, more beautiful. For me, she's the prettiest one of the ladies. Yeah, they had a hard conversation about having kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
And relationships, maybe. What else did they talk about?
Yeah, and about where they would be living.
Right, where they would be living. I think they're doing better. They seem to be jiving more on each other, vibing, as Adam would say, on each other more.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know, that only having been in 6-month relationships is still kind of eating at me. And I feel like I feel like he's just like threw up his hands when I guess I'll do this. And then he's like, do I want to do this? I think he genuinely likes her because she's just a genuinely good, fun person.
Oh yeah, she's so awesome.
But I don't know that he knows how to fully connect in that way. Like, I'm worried that he doesn't fully know how to access that.
Okay.
And I think that she needs a lot of connection. So I am hoping that they build more of that. But again, this is another couple that has not had sex.
Right. That's correct. Next.
Devin and Caitlin.
Devin and Caitlin. Okay. So, Devin and Caitlin, wonderful wedding. Very into each other, kissing a lot, talking to each other a lot, holding each other a lot. They go on a honeymoon. And then she has a weird interview where she says, you know, I'm not the kind of girl that sleeps with someone on the first date or the first time I see them. You know, and then she kind of goes on. She never says that they had sex. But now she's pulling.
If we have the same theory.
She's pulling away from him. Completely pulling away from him, and it's rocking his world. He absolutely has no idea how to function. He doesn't know what's going on. He feels very like thrown away almost. And she's describing, she's like, well, I'm a black cat. You're a golden retriever. I like to spend my time by myself. We don't need to spend time all the time together. You know, the whole gym thing. And right, she made an alarm to get up to go to the gym, and they were going to go together. And then he either woke up and went back to sleep or woke up to get out of bed, and she went, and he got his feelings hurt. So they're on Struggle Street because she's completely just like, I need to.
She's pulled back.
Stop whatever is happening. I think they had sex.
I do too.
Okay.
I do too. Because she said it the way that she worded it. I rewound it. I should have written it down.
Yeah.
I rewound it a couple of times because I was like,
why did she say that?
I think they had sex.
Yeah.
I think they had sex. They're not saying that they had sex, but I think they had sex.
Which makes total sense. The way that they were with each other, I'm like, okay, that's totally fine. Great. I love this for them. And
you and I both said, we think that if anyone's having sex, it's probably them.
Yep. Absolutely.
He is very intense. And he's like, I just want to like spend time with you, and I just want to be near you, and I just want to take care of you. Like, just let me know what you need. And I just, and you're like, but also he's immediately like, he's getting like weirdly resentful about it.
Absolutely.
Too.
Yep.
And I don't love that.
I don't love that either, but she's also not explaining it to him. I'm a big fan of, right? She just needs to look at him and go, we had sex and I'm feeling weird about it. Like what Tori said. You had sex and I'm feeling weird. Right? Like she just needs to lay it out for him, because he'd probably go, okay, perfect. We'll take a step back. But she's not explaining it to him. And I don't fault him for being upset, just like I wouldn't fault a woman for being upset if a man did that to her. Right? So, but they go see the experts when they come home. And I think they did a really good job in that session talking to Dr. Lisa, I think, the female. About it. So hopefully she'll loosen up a little bit more, and he won't be so upset at her, so resentful. We'll see.
Here I am. See, what is going on? Because I'm irritated about him.
I'm not. I'm okay.
Because she was like, can you guys say something that you like about the other one? And immediately Caitlin's like, yes. And she's like, oh. She's like, I love this, and I love this, and I love this. Yeah. And she's like, okay, now it's Devin's turn. And she's like, that was so good. And it was so good. Yeah. And then it's like, now it's Devin's turn. And he goes, I like this, and I like this, and this is what I really want from you. I want this. This is what I want. And it was like, no. Yeah, no, we're just talking about what we like, not talking about what she can give you. Fuck off. Yeah. So I
gotcha. I get that.
I didn't.
Facts.
Yeah.
You're right.
Think we'll see.
You're right.
See. And let's say another level of that.
Oh God, who are you gonna pick?
Because we'll end on a happy note.
Okay. God, who's happy?
But before I go there, we need to go. Hold on. Oh no, I'm out of order. We need to talk about Nick and Courtney, because I think that Courtney was a bad influence for Caitlin and helped her freak out a little bit more.
Courtney is a spaz. She's a total effing spaz. What is happening? First of all,
she's never read the news. Sorry, what?
And the man doesn't know how to turn on a Keurig. And she's like, great, now I have to be the handyman. Like, and then he says things weird shit. Like, people think I'm like Jim Carrey from, you're boring.
He's one of these guys that like did a bit and then
I think
he doesn't, I think he's on,
say it.
I think he's got a touch of autism.
I wasn't expecting you to say that. I was just thinking I think he thinks highly of himself and gets a lot of affirmations because he was on all of these shows, and he's not proving any of that. I mean, the man can't run a Keurig, and she looks at him and is like, you're boring. What am I doing? I don't know what to do with you. And then she overthinks every single second of her life, which I don't love. I'm not turning into a fan of hers if she's going to continue to do this. Ma'am, you are not a teenage girl going through hormones right now. You need to relax. And even I think Lisa said, you're married, but you can date, right? You can be dating, right, to get to know him.
Yeah.
Which is lovely. It's a perfect way to put it for these people.
She's putting too much pressure on it. But okay, can I give you my theories on Nick?
Okay.
And this is I think that Nick is on these reality shows.
Yeah.
I think that he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
I think that he didn't have a ton of direction. Like, he talked about, like, my parents kind of told me this is what I should do for college, so I just went and did that for college. And then I did do a little bit of, like, what was it, like, improv classes?
Oh, right. Yes, that's what he said.
Drama club or something, and he really liked that. And so, like, he was trying to, but, like, he had to do his career, and he was doing all of those things, and he's doing a really good job with that. But he feels like there's something missing, and so then he did, to try and kind of get in touch with that feeling that he got while doing drama club in college. He went on the reality show, and that is where, in these really very, like, interpersonal connections shows, right? He was on The Circle, then he was on Perfect Match, and he was on something else. But, like, it's about the relationships that you build, and you get to just focus on building those relationships in this very structured environment.
Yes.
And do you know who would thrive in those environments? Somebody on the spectrum. Not necessarily, but, like, it's just, like, that's where he is able to find those connections, is when that's where he's able to put his focus. Right? And then, and it's like, and on these shows, here's this activity, and here's this new person, and here's this thing that you're doing. Mm-hmm. This one, the activity is marriage.
Right. They just say go, and they don't give you a handbook and say this is what you do on day 1 and day 2, and they don't have instructions.
And, like, here's this activity, and here's this thing, and it's like, here, go on a date, and it's not the same thing.
No.
Right? Yep. It's not the same intensity.
Yep.
It's not as horny as, like,
I feel like she's just getting disappointed by him over and over again. And then she turns around and says, well, I'm just a slow burn. So
no, she's not. She's disappointed that it's not like...
Yes. Thank you for saying that. Because I'm like, I wrote down, I'm confused. So, yeah. Yes. I agree with that.
And maybe she's not super attracted to him, which...
They also just met, too.
I find him attractive.
Oh, he is attractive. But, you know, they just met, too. And maybe it doesn't have to be instant, right? I that's fine. But, no, the opposite works well in my experience. Awesome.
Don't be gross. I mean, just kidding. I don't know. She's just not my cup of tea. And then I see her, and I think she's put all of these ideas in front of her that exactly what you were saying. Like, she's just overthinking it. She's putting too much pressure on it. And he's not bringing enough to the table.
Right.
He's just kind of floating through.
Right. He's not giving her anything that sparks her anywhere, right? Meaning wanting to have another conversation about something he brings up, or right, saying, I went here, and that would spark going, well, I'd love to go there. Tell me more about it. Like, he's not giving her, and I'm not saying it's his fault. I'm just saying it's kind of ping-ponging back between the two of them. They're not giving each other anything, right?
Yeah, it's just it's not enough of the ping pong. It's not enough of the back and forth.
Yeah.
And I just don't like her shitty attitude.
Yes, very shitty.
When she was like, I feel like I'm going to blow my brains out. I want to kill myself. It was too much. Yeah, and like, I don't think...
I don't love that.
I was just very not nice to him. Being on the spectrum actually is super great and fun. So I'm not saying it is a derogatory thing. I'm just seeing these social deficits that he's having.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's not ping-ponging the conversation. Yeah. He's not bringing fun ideas. He's just like floating around, which in a lot of reality shows, floating in the middle, getting along with everyone, great.
Right. And
probably worked great on The Circle.
As a person,
not going to work in this.
I overthink things all the time, and I ruminate all the time. You have got to be a person, for me, that can direct me over here, right? So I'm overthinking something that I'm a Pisces that literally never happened, probably will never happen. And I overthink that and make up these imaginary scenarios. I need the other person to go, let's go do this because I know you love whatever, right? Going to antiques or going to movies or whatever we're doing. I need that a little bit of a direction. And he's not doing any of that for her. Nothing.
No, he's not. He's also... She's a conservative lady. He's not taking the lead on anything. And isn't that what she wants? Doesn't she want to be submissive and he's going to like be the leader of the household? But she's also actively going out of her way to, what is the word? Emasculate?
Oh, emasculate him. Sure. Yes. Yeah.
And he's like,
okay.
I'm on his team. If you don't know how to use a Keurig because you don't have a Keurig, you're not an asshole.
Sure.
I don't. And then she's like telling everybody about it. Like this. Okay.
Right.
So here's the other thing. He's not a handyman. She's got to be the handyman. My husband's quite handy. My dad is not. Well, actually, he's become a handyman. But also, there's a certain kind of guy that they can just go, I'll just pay someone to come do it.
Oh, absolutely.
And he can do that.
Absolutely.
And that is also fine.
Sure.
That is also taking care of the problem.
Right.
If you're not sliding out of your seat because he's not the one that fixed the faucet.
Whoops. Wow.
I don't know.
Wow, ma'am.
I just don't. I want to like her, but I know things about her that I wish I didn't. So I can't
love
like
it.
her.
Next.
Are you ready?
No.
Mecca and Beljolie.
Oh boy! Wow.
Real up and down for me, but I ended on a high note. How do you feel?
I ended on a low note because of the conversation of, I think you're more into me than I am to you. You're 150 and I'm probably 70. Death. Just stab her in the heart, sir.
Yeah,
just
that sucks.
Take a knife and just carve her heart right out of her chest. I was not expecting him to say that. I was super disappointed he said that.
Yeah.
Wow. She's been nothing but wonderful to him. Attention and caring and loving and respectful and interested and asking questions and he looks at her and says, you're more into me than I am to you. Death. Just, I'm dead.
That sucked. That was a shitty moment. I think that they're on a trajectory of recovering from that really well, though.
Well,
I think he chose really terrible words. I think that he is 100%.
That's what he
wrong.
meant, ma'am. Yes, that's.
Oh, I know.
That's what he meant.
But then they had the conversation after, where he kind of explained. They talked about their childhoods, and she talked about how her dad wasn't present. He talked about how his mom left, and then his stepmom left, and she's like, "Oh, he's not invested because hasn't seen a woman stay, and so he isn't like secure there yet. And she's like, I'm just not going to chase him.
Yes.
And I think
love that.
she's not divested. She's not like, fine, fuck off, which I think would be a totally valid response to that. My ego could not take that.
Nikki would have just ruined him, laid him out. He would have been ash on the street if Nikki
100%
would have been on the other side of that.
Would have chopped him up into little pieces.
Yes.
Yes.
But you're right. Belle took it lovely.
Belle, I think, goes, ooh. She didn't take it personally.
Yeah.
Which she had every right to. She didn't. And she's like, listen, I'm married to you. I'm invested in this. And you let me know when you're more into me.
Yes.
And
I love that.
She didn't punish him.
Yes.
She didn't like any of those things.
Yeah.
And I thought that was so just like classy and evolved and mature.
Yes.
And I think that he is going to, here's what I want. Here's my fantasy. And I think he's going to see her continuing to be this steady presence. And I think that their relationship is going to continue to grow on this foundation of all of the things, their values and interests that are so aligned. And the fact that they're both so hot. And it's just going to like, he's going to get comfortable and it's going to work out.
I think she's going to back away a little bit. Maybe not be the one to initiate a kiss or not the one to initiate holding hands or anything small like that. He's going to pick up on it and be like, oh, she hasn't kissed me today. She didn't hold my hand today or whatever. And I think he's going to miss it and step up and be the one, right, to then kiss her first. That kind of stuff.
Maybe I think she heard that and goes, I need to give him the room to like, he's the black cat.
Yes.
And instead of doing the Devin thing where you're like, but I need you and why aren't you doing it?
Yes.
And she's the retriever. She goes, okay, I'm going to sit here and you let me know when you're comfortable and we'll cuddle. You know, like black cat, golden retriever, she handled it right.
Yeah. It was really good.
And I think that he's opening up. I think it's just, he's a slow burn. Yeah. And I'm here for it. Yeah. I think I like them.
I like them. I hope they work out. I think they will.
Yeah.
I like them a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that is all recoverable. I think that's all they're going to be able to build something real there. Yeah. So.
Next.
I think that's everybody.
No. We haven't talked about Adam and Marissa.
So, first impressions of Adam are evolving. He's showing us new sides of himself. At least for me. Here's my perception. I didn't totally understand and realize what a frat boy slob he was.
Oh my God. I wrote down his place is a dump.
I guess I didn't really look at it. Like I wasn't paying enough attention.
His place is a dump, but I watched it with Steve and Steve's like, oh my God, he lives on Mercer Island. That place is like millionaires live there. Like
isn't that
celebrities where, live there?
Isn't that where like 50 Shades of Grey?
Yes.
Like isn't that?
Yes.
Like that's.
And
so I was thinking
in a dump
because we saw all these mansions and we see him going around on the lake and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't look at his house when he was there with the matchmaker, really,
or even
and he had said like
the bros
he said like
came
this
over.
Is kind of like this is like a guy's hangout. It's like a bachelor pad, and in my mind I was like, well, of course it is. Yeah. It's a man living on his own with his pets, but I was like, but you know, I didn't realize it had a tarp for a roof.
It's a dump, yeah, and he's so proud of it, very proud of it, and God bless her for sticking around. Can we just circle back to being in Mexico for a hot second and him with his goddamn ogre hand picking up the steak off of his plate and taking a bite of it was so disgusting to me.
And
I can't. And he thinks it's charming.
Outfits.
He thinks it's endearing. Yuck. He, to me, is constantly posturing, constantly showing, look what I can do. Look what I have. Look what all of these things around me.
I'm going to fit her into I'm going to make her athletic, and I'm going to make her do this, and I'm going to get her to do this.
Instead of finding about what kind of a person he is, or who he is, or what he likes or doesn't like.
Or how about her?
Right.
What do we know about Marissa?
100%. But picking up a steak and eating it like that, and then shoving it in her face and saying, here, take a bite. I'd get up and leave immediately. No.
That's why he leans into the piano so hard.
Yuck.
Because he's like, look at how classy I am. And then hopefully you won't notice his terrible dressing and terrible table manners, and the fucking socks.
Oh my God. And the swim socks. No. Can we talk about the swim socks? Why? Anyway.
She seems fun. She's so hot. She's up for anything. She's very accepting.
Oh, she has the patience of a god to even let this man picking up the steak like an animal and swimming in socks to be even in her element, even in the air that she breathes. Like, I cannot with this man. I can't.
I just don't.
And didn't he say something weird about women? Like, he can get any girl, or girls always want him, or I don't remember what he said.
Yeah.
But it was just gave me the ick. Like, he's never had a problem getting girls.
Yeah.
I don't remember what exactly he said. I swear that was when he was showing her around in the house.
That girls don't mind when they come over, something like that. And it was like, and she's like, well, you have ice picks in the ceiling and it's kind of murdery.
Yeah.
And then he takes her out on the water, and that was fucking terrifying.
He tried to kill her. No, Steve and I watched that again, and Steve's like, you would have killed me. You wouldn't have put up with that. We don't treat people like that. That's not funny. It's not cute.
And you love a water sport.
I do.
Keeley loves that shit. But if you did that to someone else, that's not what you do to someone.
No.
And he's like, I'm just going to make you deal with this. And then he's like proud of her. I would have been in tears. I would have been hysterically crying.
Yep.
She was screaming.
Yes.
If you're screaming, why are you still going?
Yes.
I would have been in tears. And she's like laughing it off. Good for her. Maybe this is why they're a good match.
Yeah.
We don't really know anything about her.
No.
We don't really know what she likes.
No.
We just know about him, and he just talks about
himself walking around posturing. That's all we see and hear. And we did find out that they slept together, which is not shocking. Of course they're
they're both really hot and they have that chemistry. And he does seem to be like, other than the bad manners, she's finding it endearing so far.
Yes.
I mean, that's fine. I just
yuck.
Ugh.
Yes.
I forgot about them. I think I blocked him out.
Yes.
I blocked him out, and I thought we were going to end on some Belle Jolie, who is just a delight. Yeah. So I'm talking shit about them. They're doing great. They seem very happy so far.
They seem happy so far. She is, again, putting up with this weird whatever he is. Whatever he is, some frat guy bro thing. I don't know. People on social media say he had, what's the word, a child wound or something. That's why he postures and needs attention, because nobody has shown him attention when he was growing up.
His parents didn't even bother acknowledging.
So this is why he acts the way he does. Fine, that may be true.
That makes a lot of sense.
It makes a lot of sense. I don't want to watch him. I don't like it. I am not as patient or forgiving as Marissa is, and I'm not going to deal with that. So, no.
So the new 3 episodes just came out, so we'll be watching them this week.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about it next week. I am fascinated because they're doing a dinner, and the dinner looks like chaos.
Yes, they all get together and talk about
watching.
Yes, matchmakers are watching and listening, and the couples don't know, but they are basically maybe just asking each other about how it's going, right, or some advice what they should do.
It seems wild. The whole thing seems wild. So,
oh my god,
who knows? Who knows where everyone's going to be next week?
Yeah.
And just a reminder to everyone, we're only commenting on what we can see.
Absolutely.
We don't know the ins and outs of everybody behind closed doors, but they put it on what they have put on TV. We are going to comment on.
Right.
And come at us in the comments, because I will cry in the privacy of my own home.
Well, Jen is my personal and in real life bully breed. So just like Lala is the bully breed on the Valley.
Yeah.
You're my bully breed for the comments.
I'm your bully breed in the comments.
Yes.
So, and just so everyone knows, we are married. Not to each other.
Not to each other.
We're married to men. And
who contribute. Absolutely.
So we have a background to have an opinion that is informed.
And even if we were married, there's nothing wrong with that. And I could totally be married
you and me?
to her. Yes.
Well, Lala would believe in it more.
Your boobs are enormous, and you're so beautiful, and your hair looks like Stassi, and I would love to be married to you.
Oh my god, I would love to be married to you. Keeley's eyes are actually that green, and I had to ask. So, and I remember asking Steve, I was like, how the fuck did this happen?
Right. 100%.
All right. On that note, I love you so much.
I love you so much.
This was super fun.
Thanks for doing a podcast.
Doing a podcast with me. We're like hitting like 2 hours pretty consistently.
Yes, because
so you're welcome, everyone.
So much to talk about. When they drop 3 episodes, and it's an hour a piece, we have 3 hours to
Remember
talk about.
how devastated we were that we weren't going to have it? And we're like, and we don't have Love Island anymore.
What are we going to talk about?
And what are we going to do?
There
and now they're like, how about 3 episodes? And I'm like,
how about we'll talk for 2 hours?
Thank you.
Love
Peacock.
it.
All right. And we love you. And tell us where you live in the comments.
Yep.
All right. Love you. Goodbye.
Bye.